Dina is going to be partnering with Kutter for some time.
Wow, you just went straight to it, didn't you?
Yeah, can you talk about that?
Well, at the top of season 2. Yay, we're in season 2.
Sorry.
That's all right. Power Division is having a little bit of a hard time keeping up. You know, Retro Girl's gone, and so relationships get reshuffled, and turns out that Dina and Kutter are paired together, and they're going to try to do their best to do business as usual in the absence of Retro Girl, and business is kind of hard when Kutter's around. So we'll see how they deal with the distractions.
What kind of distractions?
I can tell by the look on your face you've got an idea about what kind of distractions. Well, you know, that first interaction with Dina and Kutter in season 1, you know, nice chin pubes. Their relationship is always just a little off-center of professional. And so the longer they spend together, I think the farther away from professional they might be tempted to get. I think that's all I can say about that.
Talk a little bit about Dina's relationship with Walker in the upcoming season and how that's changing, or...
Sure. Last year I think there was a lot of Dina chasing Walker to figure out how they could work together. And in season 2, I think it's about them figuring out how they need each other. Without Retro Girl, that is really loud.
Yeah.
Without Retro Girl, Walker's in and then you stop.
We're close to it.
Without Retro Girl, Walker's he's like kind of lost, can't find his way in life, and I think he finds himself needing Dina both professionally and maybe a little bit personally to find his footing again. So it's about these two puzzle pieces trying to find a way to come together for a bigger cause.
Does Dina get to interact with Tricia Helfer's character?
Yes. So cool. I totally fanned out when I found out she was going to come here. Tricia's character brings out Dina's complicated relationship with authority. Dina's got this love-hate relationship with authority. Like, when she has authority, she loves it. And when other people have authority over her, she hates it. So she's got questions about Tricia's character's intentions for Powers Division, and that's going to complicate things a lot.
Can you talk a little bit about trust issues that might come up this season between Dina and Charles's character based on kind of how things went down in the finale?
Without giving away spoilers? I'll say in season 2, especially in the first 2 episodes, the theme that Bendis gave us all is no one can be trusted. In the absence of Retro Girl, it's such a shocking event that it's like, maybe you did it, maybe you did it, maybe you did it. It's one of those things where to lose someone in the world kind of rips the rug out from underneath you, and nobody trusts anyone. So they've got to climb out of that hole.
Can you talk about your excitement when you were picked up for season 2 in these brand new wonderful sets?
Well, I didn't know the sets were going to come with it when I found out about season 2. I had hope. I think I was walking along the Brooklyn Bridge with a friend of mine when I got the phone call, and it was, you know, a summer of, I don't know, we'll see. I'd gotten recognized a couple of times in the subway, which was really cool. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. And then when I found out, it was actually a huge sigh of relief. Like, just so much excitement because we learned so much last season, and we started building this really delicate thing that could go so far. So just real joy and excitement and relief that, like, oh, okay, I can hope, you know, because you don't want to have too much hope and then get it crashed. So it's like, yes, I can dream again. And then when I showed up, that's kind of when I knew how different season 2 was going to be. I walked into this new studio, which we were very far away from last year, and just kind of got big starry Christmas eyes. Like, we get to play in this playground now. It's bigger, it's more colorful. I think that's my main thing. Like, everything is more colorful this season, which, you know, the comics have such an iconic color scheme that I'm really excited to put it in a new medium this year.
Looking back on season 1, did you learn any lessons either from what the audience responded to, or even just watching old episodes that, you know, lessons that you're going to apply this season 2?
I guess the biggest it's a chemistry thing. Does that make sense? In season 1, it was all of these new elements, kind of like a recipe, getting thrown together, and sometimes you have a plan for a relationship, and you get the two actors together, and this other thing over here is popping. So I think what we've learned from last season is that there's a lot of gold in places that we maybe didn't realize before. So we get to go digging in other areas.
Can you talk about Super Shock coming into the picture, played by Michael Madsen? Obviously, as an actor, that's gotta be cool working with him.
That was my line. But I think what's also exciting for Dina is to see her have a different reaction to powers. Especially in season 1, she wasn't really enamored with the powers world, like, oh, you're a celebrity, you fly, whoop-de for you. But for Super Shock, we get to see her, I think, be enamored of someone with that much power and that much weight. So that's really been fun.
How will Dina react to Callisto's new power?
I think I gotta do a pull. You gotta watch to find out. You know, Callisto is such a sly one. You don't know if she's gonna be good. You don't know if she's gonna be bad. So I think, and they also haven't written that part. So I know for me, looking at where they come from, there's going to be a deep amount of distrust, you know, and it's like, let's see what the little girl does with the powers. And I think Dina's reaction will depend on what Callisto does.
We talked a little bit about Dina's relationship with some of the other characters, but like for Dina specifically, what are some of the challenges that she's having to face in the new season?
Well, we get to spend more time with Dina and her father, which I'm very excited about. A lot of her ambition and moral center comes from watching how Waldo lived as a police officer. So watching her deal with his legacy on her back, watching her react to him trying to be like him but not like him at the same time, that complicated parent-child thing is going to be really fun. And whether or not she can trust him. Again, back to the theme, who can you trust? It's going to be fun.